Guys, if I don't look good right now, just know
Let's do it again. Let's do it all again.
it's the camera. It can't possibly be me.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the podcast. You know her, you love her. She's the captain of our ship. She knows everything about relationships. She's been out there dating for many years, and luckily, she found love, and now she's bringing that knowledge to you. She's somebody that you really want in your life. You know her, you love her. She's fantastic. She keeps this relationship going, the one that I'm in right now. She's gorgeous. She's got a hell of a head on her shoulders and a hell of a head of hair.
Same to you, buddy.
Thank you. It's all plugs. I was
it's not.
I was in Turkey in July. And ladies and gentlemen, here she is, the smartest girl in the world, Nivine Nash.
I'm going to do an intro for you.
Okay, go ahead.
Ready? And for our co-host today, he's teetering on the edge of being fired from this podcast every day. No, I'm just kidding. He is well-liked, sometimes loved. You know him. You've definitely to him. Jason Nash.
Now you're going to have to put a bleep.
I've never been with a man. That's it. No, I've never been with a man that was
That's breaking news.
so liked by other men. Like, guys really like you.
Hey, I love my boys, for the boys. For the boys. Who likes me? What other men like me?
Like, guys just like you. You don't have
do
trouble
they?
making male friends.
No, I really love the guy.
Like, I really love the male form.
I really love what guys bring to the table. I really appreciate the kind of lack of emotional depth that guys.
Interesting.
You know what I mean? Like, guys are not complicated. They're really easy.
See, I think quite the opposite, Mr.
You think so?
Nash. I think guys are so overly emotional and so complex, and women are very much like
You think think guys are more emotional than women?
100%.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, it's interesting.
1,000%.
That's a hot take.
Yeah, no, like I don't even think that's a hot take.
No?
Yeah.
I mean, I like when I see a guy, when I see friends or even guys that are strangers, there's like a shorthand that I have with them right away, which is like, it's just a shorthand, like, hey, what'd you eat? What'd you drink? Hey.
No, it's so hard to make conversation with a guy. A girl, you could literally imagine you're at a party or an event and you go up to a girl and you're like, oh my God, I love your dress. She'll go for 10 minutes.
But see,
just
I
on
wouldn't
that.
be able to say that. I don't know about dresses.
No,
I
it
can't
doesn't.
tell
You're
if
pretty good at talking to girls, though. Like, you'll like.
I am? Maybe I'm just great with both sexes.
Yeah, no, you're just
Maybe I am.
all around great.
What guy did you see that came up to me that loved me? Who?
Anyone that's like come up to talk to you, I feel like has wanted a friendship with you, but then you don't pursue it. You're just like, oh, he was cool. Like, I feel like anyone we've run into that's like talked to you or
people
people
wanna hang out.
you'll be like, oh, like they'll be like so happy to see Jason, and then he'll be like, oh yeah, like we used to hang out all the time. Just
Oh, maybe
that person's from my past. It's like, oh well, you could still be friends. That's like the fun of friendships. Is like they can still go on forever.
keeping up friendships, that's a really good topic.
It's hard.
It's really hard. Like,
It's tough.
Like, I would love right now to like drive over to Todd's house and like, bring him dinner and just like hang out and like watch a movie.
Yeah.
But it's just not realistic.
Well, you could do that.
No, he's got an audition tomorrow. And then, I have you, I have Charlie, I have my work, I have,
Your
we
side
have
piece.
stuff we're doing. What's that? I have my side piece. No, you know what I mean? We have the podcast we're doing tonight. I mean, today was crazy. I did live for a long time. I went and hung out with Dave.
I have a bone to pick with you.
Oh, great. Let me
It's crazy.
let me get the turkey out.
So, I'm making money off of reels right now.
Uh-huh.
So I've been like trying to just make a bunch of reels, like try to post a reel every day, like a random thing. And so I was like, oh, I have all these videos because we were snapping from the Malibu cook-off.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, let me just do like a quick reel of like just quick little shots.
Yeah.
So I was looking through my videos. Do you know what I'm going to say?
No. Because
I didn't catch this in the moment.
What did I do?
It's so funny because I was like, wait, what? Jason is showing me him eating a coconut.
Yeah.
And you go, come closer, Jess.
I didn't say Jess.
You said Jess.
No, I didn't.
I swear. And I was like, wait, whoa. It was so crazy. I was like, wait, what? I replayed it like 10 times and I was like, wait, what?
Shout out, Jess. I'll tell you what, I'll do you one better.
Yeah.
I almost really screwed up one night. When we were out with the ex and you, we were at Wyatt's friend's parents' house.
Wyatt's friend. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and we were over at the...
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like super tired that night, and I was like sitting with you, talking to you, and I had like my arm around you and
Did
stuff.
you almost touch her?
I like spun around, started talking to Reese or something, and then I like came back, and I went to go rub your shoulders, but then I realized it was my ex-wife.
That's actually.
And I
really
never
fun.
touched my ex-wife, but I definitely was like,
Well, then how'd you get 2 kids?
no, and then I was like, I went like this. I went, huh! Like that.
Probably like,
But she didn't see.
Yeah,
She didn't
yeah.
see. She
It was
was
like
talking.
a
and-
quick, like,
Yeah.
that's really funny.
Yeah. But that would have been insane.
That would have been so funny for everyone at the
Oh my
table. Because it
God!
would have been like, wait, what's going
What's he
on?
doing? I know.
That's funny.
Yeah. Oh, this is good. So this is good. We can start each episode with bones. Maybe that's a new segment. Bones to pick.
Boner. It's like a fun title.
Don't go there.
Okay. Is there anything else you want to update us on your life? I really want to
Yeah.
show interest in my co-host.
In my life?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a sponsor this week, SeatGeek. Guys, go download the SeatGeek app. SeatGeek has come onto this podcast. They've been with me for years, and they have agreed to sponsor this podcast as well. They
So
sponsor the
nice.
other podcast. We love SeatGeek.
I
And
love
Babe
SeatGeek.
Babe can tell.
Babe,
Yeah, Babe,
Yeah.
you can speak to SeatGeek.
I truly, one of my top 10 moments in life was
Yeah.
going to the Eras tour. Because of SeatGeek, I got to go.
Yeah, we got to do something
and
really
I was
special.
I was in the front. Like I saw like I could have hurt Taylor. And I think a fun date would be to open the SeatGeek app
Yeah.
and then like sit with your date and then like scroll and stop
Oh, that's good.
and just like go do whatever it is. Like that would be like no,
Wait,
that's
what?
like so fun. You could like learn about a new artist. You could go to a sporting thing. Like to me that would be a fun
What
date.
if you get the Anaheim Ducks?
That's so funny. And what a
Go see an Anaheim Ducks? Yeah, I guess.
yeah,
They're
like
looking
it's
on
so
hockey.
fun. It doesn't matter. There's food, there's drinks,
What if you
there's
get a famous violinist?
it doesn't matter when there's a love in the air, everything is like fun and fresh.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
really. I think SeatGeek's really gonna like that. I like
Yeah.
that. You're right.
I
And
know.
that really is the point of this whole episode, which is I'm glad I got you here.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That is really what we're trying to say. Like that type of mentality,
Yeah.
the SeatGeek mentality.
The SeatGeek
Well,
mentality.
your mentality.
SGM.
That little SeatGeek thing of just like, if you're an
SGM, SeatGeek mentality,
Yeah.
smartest girl mentality.
yes, there you go.
Whoa, okay.
Okay, so SeatGeek mentality, smartest girl mentality, but that really is the key to finding love, is to having that kind of attitude.
Yes.
Yeah, that's good. And you know what? We need that.
What are you doing?
I'm opening the SeatGeek app. I'm going to spin it. Hold on.
They should have a thing on their app where it does like a freestyle.
the love wheel.
'Cause,
Okay,
like,
we're
right
going to do
now-
concerts. We're going to do concerts.
Okay, so go view all.
Or you okay? Huh?
Is- like, look.
Oh, okay.
So this is what we're gonna do.
I
We're
like
gonna
what
go
you're saying.
here, and then scroll and look at me,
Okay.
and we're gonna
I'm going to go back and
stop,
forth.
stop,
What?
stop.
Ready?
Yeah.
I picked Five Finger Death Punch with Marilyn Manson and Slaughter to Prevail. $59.
Where is it?
Five Finger Death Punch with Marilyn Manson. It's a rock concert.
Oh, that's so fun.
I just barely missed picking Corn with Evanescence.
I love Evanescence.
Guys, we're in a time warp here. We need to let you know that SeatGeek is going to give you 10% off your first or second order, returning customers, new customers, 10% off up to $20 when you use the code SmartestGirl10.
Smartest Girl 10, go do it.
Smartest Girl 10. It's on the screen right there. Thanks, guys. Relationships. Let's get back to it.
Yes.
I'm leaving.
So we've
I'm just
got, I am leaving you. We have some questions.
Okay.
Hi, Nivine. Hi. Doesn't say Jason. I could not be less interested in people who show interest in me. Someone who pays no attention or effort, I'm obsessed. How do I know if I'm just a shallow monster and the people showing interest are just not right for me? Or do I have some sort of subconscious avoidant attachment issue? Like, am I only interested in people that show no interest as a defense mechanism? Or is it at all possible that I'm really just not attracted to these people that have showed interest?
What a great, meaty question to start the show. Incredible. First of all,
Yeah.
the person who wrote that, thank you. 'Cause
Thank you.
That's a good 25 minutes, I think.
Wait, say that again?
It's a good 25-minute discussion.
Oh.
of
I thought you meant
content.
it took me 25 minutes to read it.
No. You did great. No, I love this question because
Yeah.
I've thought about this quite a bit. I know a lot of people like this.
I know a lot of people like this as
Yeah,
well.
they're like this guy likes me. Ew. But it's
Yeah.
like, no, he's pretty great. Give him a shot.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. But she raises a good point, which is also, maybe the guy's not so great. Maybe you're just not into him.
It could be that.
Yeah, it could be that.
Yeah.
Could be a mix of. So let's start there. Probably a mix of both.
It's a mix.
Yeah.
It could be.
Do you know anyone like this?
I know a lot of people like this.
What is that?
My first question is always like, what's your relationship? Like, I hate this, but what's your relationship like with your father? Did you have to like earn his love, and was it not given freely? Because usually if your dad didn't pay attention to you, you see that as love because that's like the person that brought you up. So then in men, you think that that's normal and you actually like that.
Ah, yes. Or your self-worth is very low. And so anyone who likes you probably can't be great.
Right.
Which I suffer from that.
Excuse me.
What?
So I'm not great?
No, you're incredible, but I
literally
can't.
wiped the floor with you. I'm just kidding.
I'm saying is I had when we first started dating, I had a hard time believing that someone like you would like me.
Oh, yeah. I had to do a lot of convincing.
Yeah, I told you. I thought it was a long prank. I thought it was a long con.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm kind of annoyed now that you believe it, though, because I'm like, okay. Like, Jason stopped asking me. Like, he used to, like, really look at me and be like, are you serious? And now he's just like, hey, babe. I'm like, oh, so you're, like, comfortable.
That's true. Want me to go back to that? I can go back to that. Let's help her.
Yeah. Okay. Work through this with me. Is it that... So it could be that you don't think highly of yourself, and so you don't trust the people that like you, or you could feel too highly of yourself and you don't think anyone's good enough for you. But I would say it's the first thing, just because you're saying that when someone doesn't show interest, you like them.
Right. Let's explore that.
Right?
Yeah. What is that? Why do people like challenges? Like, in other words, like when we started dating, if I like smothered you, you probably would have been turned off, right?
Not, I think most people, yeah. For me, if I like someone, I like them.
What would have been too much?
But it would have had to have, it would have been too much if it was like right when you met me.
Yeah.
If we had hung out and then you felt that way, or you knew me a little bit, then it's like, okay, but maybe like on the very first date, it would have been too much.
How important is it for a guy to play it cool after the first date? If a guy goes on a date and he goes on a date with a girl and he's like, oh my God, this girl's amazing. I love her so much. How important is it to play it cool that second, third day, that first week?
I think for a lot of people, playing it cool is so important. I think if you're marriage minded, you don't want someone that plays it cool. Like, it's like, okay, if you're obsessed and like want to know more and like want to explore this, and I'm obsessed and I want to know more and explore this, why waste like a week and not talk? Like, why not dive in and see if this is something and like get started on our like life together.
Okay, so guy goes on a date with you.
Yeah.
You have a great time.
Yeah.
He calls you the next morning and he leaves a voicemail and he goes, "Hey, I just can't stop thinking about you. I am so, so in love with you. I can't wait to see you again." That's not a turnoff?
Well, he wouldn't be in love with me.
Of course he would.
Well, no,
So
no,
many
but,
guys would be in love with
no,
you.
no,
What are
no.
you saying?
But like, so it depends on what happened at the date. If we just had dinner and we didn't have like any big talks, or like I didn't like
No, let's say we did.
reveal a lot.
Let's say,
If we
let's say
did,
they got along great.
then yeah, it's like, who am I to tell you that you don't love me and that
Mm.
this isn't something? And then it's like, oh, okay, no, that was too much. It's like, I welcome people being like,
Yeah?
because I have big feelings, so I like when someone else does.
Okay, so let's put it on the other shoe.
Yeah.
What if it's a girl? She goes out to date with a guy, and they have a great time. They have very revealing conversations. They share a lot about each other. They have the best time ever. The girl calls him the next day and goes, "Hey, I am so sorry. I can't stop thinking about you. I love you. I can't wait to see you again. Are you free tonight?" What do you think of that?
No.
Oh my God!
Only
Such
because
a double
no,
standard.
only
Such a double standard.
only
I said
because-
the exact same thing.
no, because you can feel that way.
Yeah.
Like I've felt that way, but I'm like, I liked you, right?
Yeah.
And you were like, you didn't even realize I liked you.
Yeah. Uh-huh, exactly.
But
So we weren't together for 2 years.
because
of that.
I believe that the way you start a relationship is like you're building how things will go, right?
Yeah.
So if you're going to go and like confess your love to someone,
Right.
a girl to a guy, then you're going to be the one that's like, okay, like we should move in together now. Okay, like I'm ready for it. Like I don't like to take the lead, so I'm not going to take the lead on that. It's like if the right person for me will express that to me, and then I'll reciprocate it because I feel that way. But I'm not going to knock down someone's door telling them I love them, because to me that's I think that a guy should chase a girl. That's just what I believe.
Nice. Okay, in the comments,
But
write
if
down
a guy,
whether you agree with
but
Nivine
if a guy
or not.
comes to you and says those things and you believe them, I would be like, oh, me too. But I do believe a male will be turned off by it. A woman also, I know a lot of girls that would hate a guy to do that, but I think it is very masculine to do that and to go after the thing you want.
Right. I'm trying to think after our first date if you had called me the next day and said that. I know exactly what I would have said.
You would have thought something was wrong with me.
No. I would have been like, "Oh, hot damn, it's on." That's what I would have been like.
I don't know, but I also
I see your point.
I
I'm just
like we
pushing
ended
you
up
to-
married, and we ended up like things ended up pretty good for us, and I think it's because we both kind of let each other be, because maybe it wouldn't have like worked out with COVID and stuff.
Uh-huh.
Like I feel like we both let each other be, and when the timing was right, we came together,
Yep, I agree.
which I think is the most romantic of it all.
Yeah.
Right? It's
Yeah.
like we both kind of like separated and came back. Like that's the biggest love story. It's like you love something,
Yeah.
let it go, and if it comes
Yeah,
back, it's
very
yours.
Good. Very good. Okay.
Wow. You can take her. I'm not saying my way is right. It's just the type of man I would want to be with would be the one to confess.
Sure. Okay, go ahead.
Next question. Did we help her?
I don't know.
I would like to say so.
I mean, to close on her, make sure you have just your best self and you feel good about yourself and work on yourself and make yourself really confident and start looking at why the guys that like you're not interested in.
And she says, someone who pays no attention or effort, I'm obsessed with. Why? Like someone that doesn't like a guy that's giving, guys are so animalistic. Like if they like a girl, I'm sorry, a guy's not going to play it cool. He's going to be like all about you.
Mm-hmm.
If he's unsure about you, he'll play it cool.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, it's like they want you now. And so why would you ever like someone that didn't like you?
Yeah.
Like, what a waste of your time. And then you're going to spend time convincing them to like you. Like, no, you owe it to yourself to be with someone that like is obsessed with you from the get-go.
Yeah, I think too, like, I think a lot of people may not realize that, like, you just need to find that that one person.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. The one person that like lights you up.
And you're looking for one person, and there's so many people out there. So like, it's okay if you haven't met them yet. It's like it's coming. If you
Right.
keep looking, it'll come.
Right. And don't get into something that you don't like, because that's even worse. Being tied down in something that's bad
Yeah.
and not being free for the right person to come in. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
True.
Let's go.
Next
I'm gonna
question.
go get my PhD.
Okay. I moved in with my boyfriend 3 months ago.
Okay.
It's not been easy. I feel like we got along better before, and now we're arguing a lot more. Did you encounter specific challenges when you moved in with Jason?
Oh. Again, they're not addressing me.
She said Jason.
Yeah. In
Did
the letter
you-
to you.
Did you encounter anything?
When you moved in?
Yeah.
I mean, just going to the bathroom was more difficult, but other than that, everything was good. Just hiding that from you.
I feel like it was pretty fun and like
Yeah. Well, I'll be honest. You're really like you were really easy about the things that bothered me, the things that I was nervous about. You were
like kids and stuff.
Yeah, you were really easy about it. So like stuff
Yeah.
like that. Like I used to worry about the fact that Wyatt wanted to use our shower,
Mm-hmm.
but you made that really easy. You're like, oh yeah, let him use the shower.
Right. I'm not big on like this is my
Yeah. So you're really easy that way.
Yeah.
But what she's probably dealing with, what else did she say? What else is she dealing with? She's just having.
She didn't
trouble?
say a specific. She just said they've been arguing, but I don't know like about
Well,
what. I
well,
feel
that-
like we
that-
got along better before, and now we're arguing a lot more.
Well, once you start sharing a space with somebody, it
Yeah,
changes, doesn't it?
You don't have that break time to like. I feel like when you go to your own place and like you reconvene and like you can put on that like take time to yourself, and then you put on your mask again of like, okay, I did all my stuff and now I'm going to see this person and I'm showing up as my best self. Can you hear me fine?
Just checking.
Whereas if you live with them, you're doing the decompressing while they're there. So like they really see
Yeah.
how you are when you're on and when you're off.
Mm-hmm.
So like at night, sometimes you kind of are like done. Imagine if you showed up to dinner like that. Like that would be crazy.
Yeah, that'd be nuts.
But like I would have never known that about you if we were just going on dates, because I wouldn't see that. Or like if I spent the night after a date, it's like you're not going to be like that.
Right.
Because you can kind of put your best self forward. But I think it is important to live with someone. That's why I do like living with someone if you're engaged, because you're already making the like you've made a commitment. So it's like all the little things like, oh, this person like leaves dishes out, or this person does this. It's not so like, okay, let's break up. It's like, okay, like this is going to be my husband. This is the things that they do, and this is how I'm going to deal with it.
Yeah.
But a lot of people say you should live with someone before you're engaged. I see both sides. I don't know. I loved that you proposed to me and then I moved in. It's like one of my favorite things in the world.
Oh yeah. Why?
Yeah. It just made me like I just loved it. Like I remember you told me you had started kind of cleaning out a closet.
Yeah.
And you said that you were going to do this like really cute thing, and like you were going to ask me to move in, and then you were like, well, I'll just ask her to marry me, because I was like, you knew I wanted that. Right. And like when you told me that, I was like, that was like so not like, it was so sweet, and like it showed me that like you just respect me and like what I want. And it's like, I don't know, I think getting to know someone on that level of like living with them while you're engaged, for me it just made me feel more secure.
Right.
It's like, okay, like I'm making a big move, really.
Yeah.
That like it's a little more serious. I don't know.
Yeah. I like that. That's
but
really nice.
Also, I think if you're fighting a lot, you should sit and like figure out, like, it's like, okay, well, is it that one person is messy and one person is clean? Is it one person's home all the time and the other person wants to go out? Is it one person stays up late, one person wakes up early, and the noise bother? Like, what's the fights?
Yeah.
because I think once you, I'm so big on gender roles,
Uh-huh.
and it doesn't mean like the girl cleans and the guy. It's like if the guy likes to cook, then it's like, okay, he'll cook and I'll do that. It's like you have to give and take. So like sometimes if I make food, like you'll be like, no, I'm gonna clean up, or like, and sometimes if you don't, it's like, okay, you're doing other things like that help us. So it's like we're working together for something. So I'm not like, oh, I cleaned 4 times and you cleaned no time. It's like,
Yeah.
but once you start thinking that way, that means that something of yours isn't getting fulfilled. So you have to figure out what that is.
Yeah. And I feel like too, like we spend a lot of time together, and maybe that's not who they are. Maybe they need time apart.
Yeah,
You
and
know,
that's
yeah,
okay.
like get your own. And they could be really young too, and they could be living
Right.
together, and they may
Yeah.
not have found out who they are.
Yeah.
Maybe they need to spend. Maybe they're the type of couple that's to spend time apart, meaning like go out, go to your job, and then come
Mhm.
back at night and spend time together. And
Yeah.
yeah,
Or like plan like a girls' night at your place and have him go do something and then have him have a guys' night there. So like I also don't like the thought of like, okay, if I want alone time, I have to go leave and to have alone time.
right.
Um like having alone time at home I think is like special too.
Uh huh.
So like telling them to go like, hey, go out with your friend, and then you're if you just want to like shower and watch a movie by yourself, like that's okay too.
Yeah, I like
Um,
that. And be
yeah.
more specific with your questions, guys, so we can help you.
Yeah, I
But that
think we
was
helped
good. I
though.
mean, I hope we helped her.
I think it just
'Cause you-
it does depend what you're fighting about.
yeah.
Okay. Every time I make a dating app profile, I end up deleting it after a few hours,
Oh, yeah.
looking for some advice to keep me on longer. Or if I keep finding myself doing this, should I just try to meet people a different way? And is this my body's way of telling me to just give up on the apps? Is it a sign or am I being lazy? I think you're being lazy.
Well, I know that some people have. I have this, which is like a very hard time um, believing in what I'm putting out there is any good. So, like I struggle with that sometimes. So I could see, like, I'm trying to remember when I would make a dating profile, I'd be like, oh, I don't look good in here. I don't look good here. Fuck it. Take it down. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have 3 good pictures. Like, people think that way.
Really?
Oh, yeah, a lot of people.
I'd like hit the max of photos and I'm like, they can't give me, can you give me 2 more? I got two
Well,
more really good
well,
ones.
that's why that's what this sounds like to me. It sounds like she doesn't believe in herself. She doesn't think her photos are right, or she doesn't believe in this concept of like meeting a random stranger on the internet just wildly and randomly.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know. I've like, when I was like on dating apps and like my friends were on dating apps, like a lot of them would have like 2 weird conversations and they'd be like, okay, I'm deleting this. And it's like, what? Like,
Yeah.
that's just so wild to me.
You're saying you got to kind of put the porch light on, right?
You can't go talk to 2 people or have a creepy guy message you
Yeah.
and then be like, all right, I'm done.
Yeah, you got to keep trying.
Why would you delete it? That's so like lame.
Well, what does she say in the end? She's like, am I
now
being
she's
lazy?
taking it as like she's saying like, is it her body's way of telling her she's not supposed to be on the apps and she's supposed to meet someone else, or is that like fake? Like, is she just being lazy?
Yeah, yeah.
Your body's not telling you not to find love.
Yeah, she's being scared a little bit.
Also, I hate the idea that like a lot of people have said to me like, "Oh, I want to meet someone organically."
Yeah.
You being on dating apps doesn't mean you're not going to meet someone out there. Like, you could be on a dating app. Like, I've had a situation where this doesn't paint me in the best light, but a guy as a first date invited me to Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And so I went to like this Friendsgiving in LA because I was in LA, and I liked someone at the Thanksgiving.
Right.
And we exchanged information, and it was like a first date with this guy, and he got upset, but like it was like I met someone organically through my date. Is that bad?
Now, if that was me, And that happened to me.
It's a first
I'd
date.
get the number, but then I wouldn't tell him that I got someone's number. I'd
But
be
they're
like, hey,
they're
thanks.
friends.
Oh, they're friends.
They're friends.
Oh, you end up liking the friend.
I liked his friend.
That's a whole ball of wax.
But
right
it's
there.
like you brought me to something. We didn't get to know each other one-on-one. You brought me to something. He sat, by the way, just to be my own advocate. He brought me to a house for Thanksgiving where I didn't know anyone and everyone knew each other.
Yeah.
And then he sat like 4 people down from me at the table and it was like assigned seats.
No, that's
and
a bad move.
I was like, okay, I don't know anyone here.
Yeah.
So I got to chatting with a guy next to me and I liked him.
Yeah. So what happened? Did you go out on the date with the other guy?
I did.
And the other guy
and
got
then
upset?
the other guy got upset. But what I'm saying is,
But wait. The homie, the 2 guys, what happened with them? Did they still stay friends?
they stayed friends. But then the guy ended up telling me, like, we had a really good date, and then he was like, he just felt too bad, which I understood.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, like the other guy who was like a bit mean to me afterwards, which I get.
Yeah.
I get.
Okay.
Just like wouldn't let it go.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And so I respected the friend
Wouldn't let
because he
it
was
go
like,
in what regard?
like he was giving the friend shit about it. He was messaging me on Instagram and like,
It's the worst. Instagram's the worst.
it's just like, okay, like it's not worth it to it wasn't worth it to the guy. It's like his friend.
You know, back in the day, you could just start dating somebody else. Nobody would know. They can't contact you. They don't have your
True.
number.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
boy,
nice.
things were much better then. I think.
It's just different. Now we have just more information. But you could
No,
meet
I
the
don't
love
like
of your
the
life.
fact that someone can harass you on Instagram. That's messed up. That's just the worst. It's like, bro, get out of my DMs. Stop. You know what I mean? Like, how dare you? How dare you like take that access? Like, fuck off. You know what I mean?
I don't feel that way.
Oh, I do. It's completely fucked. It's
don't
like,
know.
especially to go like message some girl and be like, "What the fuck, man? I brought you to that Thanksgiving, rah, but you ended up liking Jeff." Like, no, absolutely not for a guy. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
How dare he? Oh, she didn't like you, dude. Okay.
He didn't even give me a chance to like him, though, to be fair. You can't bring someone somewhere and then seat them by someone else, like a hottie.
You know, I see it. Yeah, I agree with you. I see it as like,
He didn't make me
you got a
feel
hot girl
included.
there, and like, you know, you better do your damnedest to keep her entertained.
Yeah.
Because I mean,
He fully left me alone.
I feel that way when I let you go into that's why I don't let you go into CVS. I make you wait in the car. We'll go to CVS and
I'll start chatting up the car next to us.
no, she doesn't. We'll go to CVS. She's like, she'll need something, and she'll be like, I'm gonna go in, and then I'll look at her outfit, which she always looks great, and I'll be like, no, you're not going.
No,
in
you're
there.
not.
I mean, I say that all the time. I'm like,
Yeah.
Or
But
remember the other night we were at
Sometimes if I'm dressed frumpy, he'll be like, I'm going to actually sit in the car. You go in. Can you get me a couple things? I'm going to send you a list. You've sent me in by myself sometimes. And it's only when I'm dressed like, it's like, eh.
No, it's only because what you're buying is like what I don't know how to pick it out. You need to pick it out.
Mm.
I've sent you into CVS alone.
Yeah.
By the way, the CVS by our house, not the safest.
It's really scary.
Yeah, not the safest. But what was I going to say? I had something and I lost it. All right, it doesn't matter. No. Oh, I remember at Yamashiro, we were there and we were with Vinny, the comedian, and you went up to go to the bathroom, and he goes, "You're going to the bathroom with her?
Oh.
Girls do that."
Yeah.
And then what did I say? I said something funny, right? I was like, you couldn't hear because you already started laughing.
Yeah.
I was going, "Hey man, I can't take any chances. She may meet somebody," and he laughed. It's true. When
Yeah.
Nivine goes to the bathroom, I go with her.
I think it's really sweet. I actually love that.
You like that?
Yeah.
That's something that I've never done before.
Really?
No.
It's so sweet when you do
all my
that.
other relationships, I'd be like, love the break. I'd be like, "Oh, guys, go to the bathroom. Look at my phone." You know what I mean?
That's really funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you're really
now
sweet to me.
saying that, when you grab a girlfriend and you're like, "We're going to the bathroom," I don't mind that. I'm like, "Okay, great, go."
No, because
But I don't
once
like
I
you
went
going
with a story that Danielle really likes to tell.
Yeah.
Is once I went to the bathroom with Maria,
Yeah.
and I was at Horror Nights, like in that little like VIP area thing.
Yeah.
And we went to use the restroom, and then we ended up like sitting in the bathroom. We were taking pictures, and then I opened the door, and you were like at the door.
Yeah.
And so then we sat down and Danielle was like, oh my God, he was just like pacing back and forth. And he's like, what are they doing in the bathroom for so long? What's going on? Where is she? She's like, it's like, what does he think is happening with you and Maria in the bathroom? And I was like, Jason's like afraid that I'm a lesbian. And she's like, what? And I was like, no, I'm just kidding. So I don't know.
Danielle just wishes a man liked her that much. What's up, Danielle?
We love you.
We love you, Danielle. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Did we go be on the dating apps?
Yeah, yes. Make another
And
profile.
meeting someone in person doesn't mean like you could meet the love of your life on your first date with someone else.
I didn't listen to what you said because I
You
was
can
always
meet-
thinking about what I was going to say.
You can
What'd
meet
say?
the love of your life
Yeah,
organically
yeah.
when you're on a dating app first date with someone else. He
Yeah.
could be at the table next to you. Then
Yes.
you guys could laugh that you're both on an
Yes, you could
awkward
pull a
date.
Nivine.
You could meet him on walking to the bathroom. Like you never know.
And then you can play SeatGeek Roulette together with your new
Could
lover.
be you.
And also make it fun. Go grab your girlfriend and be like, oh, which photos? And then have someone help you. Be like, I really like this photo of you.
One of my favorite things to do when I was dating was I had like really close guy friends.
Yeah.
And
Oh, that's good.
we would like my friend Steven.
Yep.
We would literally sit and I would help him with his dating app and then he would help me with mine.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was like a different perspective. And then sometimes we would even do like, he would like meet up with someone and then I would meet up with a guy at the same place and then we would do a group thing. So it felt comfortable. And then you're both meeting, like, I loved it. Like we
fun.
did it so many times and it was like so fun and like, it was comfortable.
I like this. So you would set up a date.
Mm-hmm.
Steven, your roommate, would set up a date.
Yeah.
And Steven would say, how about 8 o'clock at La Brasserie or wherever? La Boheme.
Yeah.
And would the two other people know that you were going on a 4-way date?
So what I noticed
Yeah.
with sweet Steven was I would always say, like, I'm going with my friend who's also going on a first date, so it could be fun and slow pressure. Like, it'll just be fun. Steven wouldn't tell the people.
Oh.
So Steven has had people walk out.
Oh.
He's
What?
had people get really upset.
Really?
Because they'll show up fully, like, thinking they're having, like, a romantic first date, and then it's, like, me and some guy, and then Steven. You can't tell someone that it's a date and then make it a group thing without telling them.
Wait. So, of course, your date didn't leave because they're just stoked to be on a date
But
with
also,
you.
I tell people.
Sure, you
So,
told
like,
them.
Like, he would sometimes not tell people.
Okay, so what's the language you use? Hey, my friend Steven and his dater's going to meet us. Is that cool? Is that what you say?
No, I would be like, I'd make it more like, I like to make people feel special.
Yep.
And so I'd be like, oh, are you free like tomorrow night? My friend is going on a first date that he's really nervous about, so I'm tagging along. Do you want to be my date to make it less awkward?
No, that's perfect.
And so then it's like,
That's
oh, you're
beautiful.
doing this thing with me,
Yeah.
for me, and you're
Yeah.
helping me out.
Yeah.
So it takes kind of pressure off us being a thing. It's more like, oh, let's like laugh at them
Right.
and his date.
Right. That's beautiful.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, and so now take us to the part when Steven's date comes and it's 3 of you.
So Steven and I did we would do trade shows together. We
Yes.
worked together. We did one in Philadelphia.
Yes.
And we were both sitting in the hotel bar.
Yeah.
And we were like, did we go on Bumble?
Right.
And he goes, I feel lonely. I was like, me too. We just made some money from the trade show. We
Right.
were looking to have fun. We both went on Bumble and had dates that same night.
God.
And then we
In
went.
Philadelphia?
Yeah. And then we went to it was like a karaoke place. It was so fun. I don't think I ever officially broke up with that guy. I'm so sorry.
Sorry, Philly.
I think we're still together. We went and then this girl came and she was so pissed.
It was.
Yeah. She
did
was
she say?
so mad.
What did she say?
They were like, I remember they were fighting and they had just met and they were sitting there fighting. And it was like a bar setting. So it wasn't even like a sit down dinner. It was just like, oh, meet us at this bar.
Right.
I'm here for work with my coworker.
Oh, wow.
And it was just like they were fighting and like then they were making out, then they were screaming at each other and then she left. And so then it was the 3 of us and the guy took us out like all over Philadelphia. It was so fun.
Oh, wow, that's fun.
Yeah.
Oh,
Huh. I'm just kidding. Yeah.
I'll see you later.
So have your friends be a part of it.
Oh, damn. You chat up a storm. But that's really good advice. Yeah, I like that a lot.
And I think
I said it
being
first, but yeah.
being friends with the opposite sex can be like really helpful. I don't know. I loved
Yeah.
it. I loved getting like male perspective and female perspective.
All right, guys, that's all the time we have for today.
Oh,
Thank you so much, smartest girl listeners.
in the world.
How many episodes have we done? Is that 8 or 9?
This is 10th.
Our 10th episode?
Yeah.
Oh,
10
our 10th
episode.
Thank you for watching and subscribing. We love you guys. And what else? And please send in more questions so we can make more
Send in
episodes.
questions. If you're single and you want to meet someone, please send me a video just telling me about yourself, and then we'll post it and hopefully find you the love of your life.
Ciao.
Love you. Ciao.